Check Mr. Direct Hit, I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Cleveland Browns. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
We're going to sign 58 to Mike. So don't say nothing.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Member. Last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Darnold on 3rd down. Anunwa's got it, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to go. It's Darnold. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working. I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. You think back to last year when these two teams met in Week 3. That was a big one for the Browns franchise and for Baker Mayfield. Mayfield came in relief from Tyrod Taylor and broke the Browns' 19-game losing streak, beating fellow rookie Sam Darnold 21-17. And after the game, a lot of you will remember Browns management unlocking the, shall we call them, refreshment fridges that had been padlocked for so long until the... Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
First down, Browns.
180. Come on,
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On third down, Mayfield. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to...
Darnold, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And an alley to run. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Throwing on second down. Darnold. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Caught here by Griffin. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Here's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. On third down, here's Hunt. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's got a moonwalk. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 56 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. To throw is Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
6-6, pull it high.
Now on 2nd and 16. Darnold firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down. 51, Mike, 51. Check, 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 check.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because there's is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. He's going to air one out. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On third down, it's Pollard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taking it about the 16. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. 20! And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, it's Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Herndon, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in a second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he completes it to Hunt. The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Seibert able to knock this one through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run again with Hunt. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Rush in. Alert, 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 alert. Regular. Come on, baby, I'm coming. Hey, seam 6. Max 57's right. I got it. Hey, check. I got you.
Mayfield. And he fires one, but incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Darnold from the gun. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Five.
On 1st down, Darnold is going to let this one go deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed. Things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns' drive about to get started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Point it right.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. On 1st down, Hunt. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, alert 33. Under 2 jet bombers. Check. I got you.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Hey, alert.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt, and he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Alert.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
On 3rd down, punt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And a little too. Hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part. Got him and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
X3, 218, chop it.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 42. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Now it's Hunt. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them after they built that lead at intermission. They've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution?
It's a foot race. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at his 4. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Here I come. 80. 50's the mark. 50's. Hey, Charlie. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold going deep now for Herndon. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Darnold now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Now Chubb. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that
and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. The Jets on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Darnold on first down. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 24-yard touchdown. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play that time out of Chubb. 51 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
I've been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Letting one go deep for a noon walk. This is caught inside the 15. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Back to throw, Darnold. And it's caught. couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Here's Darnold toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now it's Darnold to the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Marr able to put this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts, but without that 3rd one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. And a cutback right sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 95 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. Comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Box drop. Mike 2.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Right now, you better break. He's coming. We got double up. Whip. Watch the whip. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Check. Right here, guys. Fight.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 22 yards there, a first down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
16-yard line.
51 for Mike.
Darnold from the red zone now. O'Neill's got it, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. From the 2 now, second and goal. Darnold. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Marr on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. 25 seconds to go. A must recover if they're going to have any chance. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Here's Hilliard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Hunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Watch a slap, watch a slap, watch a slap. Check nickel.
They run again with Hunt. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll look to